back heel, no good. Jack Ferguson swerving through traffic, drops it to Richardson, and finally Tucker Richardson tucks it in. 3 ball for number 15, 66-55 Colgate. First double-digit lead.
The Flemington, New Jersey freshman finally has that collegiate bucket.
Texas native drives in a little bit of trouble. Richardson deep three. Once it goes in, it's going to keep going in. Richardson back-to-back threes, and the Raiders lead by 14.
Nice job from the Flemington Flyer as he's got a couple of buckets now, and Colgate continuing to surge here. A 13-0 run for the Raiders.
The prior record was 34. Matt's now at 54. I mean, he's, as I say, he's an incredible scorer.
Off the dribble, the freshman Tucker Richardson taking it strong to the hole. Everything going right in the second half offensively for the Raiders. Had just one made three-point basket. Maybe that will ignite Cornell. Let's see if the stop comes defensively. Catch and shoot, Raymond up top. No, but a one-hand follow-up throwdown for the 6'5" freshman Tucker Richardson. That gets the crowd up here at Newman Arena. Davis off the dribble, a bit too strong, and Ivanauskas with the rebound. How about the high-rise freshman, Tucker Richardson?
He got way up over everybody. That was an impressive one. And
Blair Academy, as we'll take a look at the replay. Raymond with the miss, but watch the follow for Richardson. Blair Academy's put out their share of basketball players, among them Luell Dang.
Instead, shot down low, Amiel with a rebound.
First time Green has missed here in the early going since coming off the bench.
Richardson for three, it's good, and Colgate has the 1-point lead.
Well, and that forces Coach Broderick to call a 30-second timeout. But that, Eric, that's the stroke you're talking about right there by Richardson. I mean, that didn't even make the net.
Ivanauskas to Burns. Burns calling the play that Coach Matt Lingo wants. Richardson running down the lane, misses it. The putback's good, and number 15 going to the line for the old-fashioned three-point.
Come in, try to get an early three.
Richardson drives into space, wide open, high elbow right side. Count it for the freshman.
Now, Amiel had started the first 3 games for Colgate, but tonight Tucker Richardson
Out of hand. Nazareth has to feel pretty good about themselves.
And Nazareth played good basketball, particularly in the first half. Turnovers started to get to him a little bit here in the second half. He got his first start last time out against Nazareth, and I think that's kind of one of those things where they want to work him into the starting lineup here in the early season as Burns tries to get it into bat.
Top of the key, here goes Richardson inside the free throw line, leans in and scored to tie it at 7. Nearing the 4-minute mark, Colgate in no hurry. Jordan Burns wraparound pass to Ferguson. Ferguson to Richardson, open three. Great job. It started with Burns, then Ferguson, and Richardson knocked down the shot. 3 players executing that time around, Jeff. Great to see. Colgate leads by 20.
Getting ready to check in for Colgate is Jack Ferguson, who's a sophomore, and in his freshman year last year had 6 threes against the Orange. Ivanauskas, kick out, Burns, extra pass, Richardson, can he make up? Yes, he can. Puts it through from 3.
Good shot for the freshman, first field goal, very confident. Colgate with a lead of 5 with halfway through quarter pole.
Under 5 minutes to play in the first half, and Colgate is tied with Syracuse. They've had the lead for most of this first half, can take it back right here, and they do. Tucker Richardson from deep.
You know, Richardson missed prior. His back of the rim looked good. He's put up 4 threes and made 2. He's been the other answer outside of Raymond there, as will Marek Dolezaj.
An extended 10-0 run for Syracuse. Wide open in the corner, it's Richardson, and he quiets the crowd.
It's a third 3 from a Jersey boy from you right there. Those Jersey boys can shoot. You know all about that.
Oh yeah, Jersey basketball representing well today.
Up to the Bulls pretty well from a size perspective.
Rito into Durr, double team, kicks it back out, and it's stolen away by Jordan Burns, the sophomore from San Antonio. And there's a block down low by Collins, but the putback is good, and the Colgate Raiders have the first basket of the evening.
Cheap points.
Tucker Richardson.
So you change the repetition part.
Cross court. Good ball movement. Colgate Raiders kicks it out. Wide open. Richardson, 4-3. Got it.
Again, when Colgate gets USF in rotation, they get a quality three.
For the Raiders. Stefanini from the corner. 5 of 20 from beyond the arc for Columbia. This is a team that knocked down 33s in the last 2 home games. Complete opposite end of the spectrum. And speaking of the opposite end, how about Richardson coming through with a trifecta to push the lead to 14.
Shoot from the outside. Clearly he can do that, but he does everything well. Great size, obviously versatile as well.
Richardson feeds it cross court. And yet another 3 for Colgate off the fingertips of Ferguson.
To the Carrier Dome at Syracuse. And Ivanauskas the flush to put the Raiders on the board for Colgate. Baseline dump off. That spin stripped away. And the follow by Richardson, Tucker Richardson, a 6'5" freshman guard. Commit for the following recruiting class is Seth Lundy, one of the top players in the state of Pennsylvania. Also out of Roman Catholic, will continue that pipeline to Happy Valley.
Yeah, they got to get some of that water up here in Happy Valley. They seem to
.5-0 run out of the gates. Richardson answers.
3 points,
Tucker Richardson.
And that's led to so many great opportunities for players such as Bolton. And it's proved to be for Penn State's benefit.
Tucker Richardson not letting Colgate go away just yet. He's had a couple triples in this second half of action.
You're on the path to victory, however, against Indiana, out shooting them at the free throw line, but rather giving up so many opportunities left on the board.
Here's Reeves in transition, swatted by Richardson. Good transition deep by the Raiders. Richardson on the other end. Oh, Tucker Richardson, defense into offense.
The Raiders finally get the deficit under 12.
After missing the first 5 was against Virginia Tech, was on the floor for 21 minutes. Then 11 against Maryland, 11 more against Indiana. As Pat Chambers looks to work, Watkins back into the lineup. And Tucker Richardson's second half continues to impress.
And that's too easy.